Manga. There's a Poppy Playtime manga. This manga was written by Emi Ishikawa. Ishikawa is a horror mangaka, her most popular work being Sekyo Gakyu, a horror manga one-shot anthology series framed around a ghost girl telling you scary stories to teach you quote-unquote scary lessons. So this came out in July 2024 as an 8-page one-shot, but I can find literally nothing on it, no scans, no reviews, nothing. Yeah, okay, Lily, that's cool and all, but what about the manga that you're actually going to be talking about? So, this is Poppy Playtime. This manga was released in February of 2024. The Anime News Network article that I read states that it was published in December of 2023, but the author's Instagram says February 2024, so that's the one I'm trusting. And this sort of has the opposite problem of Poppy Playtime Forever. There is a full scanlation of it, but background information on this is even more sparse, to the point where I was actually struggling to find out if this manga was even official or if it was doujinshi, aka a fully self-published fan work. I actually reached out to the author on Instagram, but I haven't heard back, though to be fair, the author does only post like once every 20 weeks or something, so it will probably be a while before he even sees it. So Poppy Playtime was written by Kazuki Oda, who actually has some extra art of the characters from the manga on his Instagram, and it was published under Koro Koro magazine. Koro Koro is a children's magazine whose most famous publication is probably Doraemon, though notably, they publish quite a few video game tie-in mangas, like for Sonic the Hedgehog, and for Bomberman nerds like me, this is the magazine that Bomberman Jetters was published through. So at least on the English-speaking North American side of the internet, this is what I could put together with the information that I have. So Mob decides that they want a Poppy Playtime manga to be produced as part of their relentless pursuit to have Huggy Wuggy's face on literally every single type of product in existence. So they decide to have it published in a children's magazine, being that this is a franchise that, despite its content, does target primarily kids. They partner with Koro Koro and ask them to make it happen. Koro Koro hands the project over to Kazuki Oda to actually write and draw the manga, and they run the first chapter to test reception. Then, one of two things likely happens. Either the Koro Koro readers weren't receptive at all to it, or they weren't receptive enough to serialize it, but there was enough to show Mob that there was still some level of interest in it. Either way, Koro Koro doesn't get the magazine serialized and Mob jumps ship, deciding instead to put it into a shoujo magazine and hands the license off to Ribbon, where we got Poppy Playtime Forever.